Hello folks, Carla here, and this time I'm here to do a review of the latest Fox Live production, which was Grease Live. And it took me a while to actually sit down and watch this thing because I wanted to watch it with my mom because she loves Grease. It's one of her favorite movies. So it took me a while to actually sit her down. Now that we had a few days off, I actually got her there and we watched it, and I have to say I really liked it. Because it was one of my favorite movies. I grew up watching Grease. I grew up knowing the songs. I'm not a musical type of person. I actually, as a general rule, don't like musicals, but Grease is kind of the only exception in that way. So I was really excited to watch it. I had heard good things about it, and I have to say I really did like it. I thought it was an amazing production. Just the idea of how they went from one set to another and the costume changes and everything just kind of blows my mind. Honestly, I think one of my favorite things in the entire movie was particularly the grease lightning scene. It's like my mom and I are sitting there and just look at each other going, oh my god, when did they change the car? How did they do that? The clothes, what is happening? I don't know. It was so much fun to just see that, and I realized obviously seeing it live wasn't the same, and they had to do a lot of camera tricks and whatever, but it worked. It was awesome. I thought it was really great. It was good because I've only ever seen the movie. I've never actually seen a theater or Broadway production of Grease in any way. I only know the movie. That's what I grew up with, and that's kind of my standard. So it was interesting to see all the other songs that they don't use in the movie. I'm not even sure if they're from Broadway or what is it, or I don't think they made them up just for the live production. Although that Carly Rae Jepsen song, that one, I don't know, maybe. Maybe that was hers. It sounded more modern than the others, but I'm not sure. But it was interesting to see all the other characters getting these solos that they never had in the movie, and we really liked it. And I think, for one, the cast was on point. I mean, yeah, Yulin Hoff, she's kind of ripe to play Sandy because she's got that doe-eyed, really innocent kind of look, but she can also do the va-va-voom kind of thing. So I like the idea of the casting. She's not. It wasn't her best performance necessarily. She doesn't. She's not that great an actress to begin with. But she wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad. I think she could have done a lot better, and I don't know that she's a singer. I don't think she is, but she has a good voice, good enough voice. I mean, it's not everybody who can sing a song that was originally sung by Olivia Newton-John and actually manage it. I mean, you could tell that at some parts she had to really, put herself into it, and it might not have been the easiest thing. So I give her kudos for trying. It's a big role to fill, and well, she's not the greatest actress. She was okay, and let's be honest, Sandy's not really the draw to Grease. At least not for me. Aaron Tveit, I like him. I actually like him better than Travolta. It's one of my points of contention with Grease that I don't really like Travolta's style. I don't know. I'm like, if I saw that dude in high school, I wouldn't think he's cool. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, and I know many of you are probably, threatening to strangle me right now. But I don't really like Travolta. I don't think he's that great in that role particularly. And I like Aaron Tveit. My mom kept commenting that he wasn't as good a dancer as Travolta is, which it's a completely different thing. I mean, one thing is the acting, and the other thing is wanting to dance like Travolta. Nobody can dance like Travolta, so it's kind of an impossible goal, right? So I don't put Aaron Tveit down from that at all. I think he did a great job. I think he's a great actor. He has an amazing voice. I like his voice much better in Travolta's, and he feels a bit more real to me, so I really dug his take on the character, although he's not like big and muscly and whatever, but he's he did it right. He made Danny Zuko somebody I could actually see myself liking in a way, because he had kind of a vulnerability to him that I never really see in Travolta, so that's good. The thing though, the thing that makes this show though, it's not, Sandy and Danny are kind of almost accessories to this thing. What makes this show is the supporting cast, and they were so great, man. So great. Even in the case like Mario Lopez as the MC, I was like, yeah, at the beginning I was like, yeah, really? Mario Lopez? I can't really see, but he brought it. I like it. Anna Gasteyer as the vice principal. She had me in stitches. She and the assistant, the secretary, oh my god, they had me in stitches the whole time. Just, they were so great. Even Patty and Rocket Boy, whose name I keep forgetting, they were hysterical. I really liked them. The boys were okay. I mean, I think by now, I may go just look up the cast list because I don't want to mess up anybody's names, but I thought the boys were all very good. Particularly, I liked the back and forth that they had together. I mean, it felt like they were friends, like, for a long time. And I thought they were good for supporting Aaron when he didn't have that oomph sometimes. I thought they were really good. Their choreographies were great, honestly. They were fantastic. I love the dances. Well, Carlos Peña, he was... when they announced his casting, I wasn't sure because, Kaneki's supposed to be like this tough dude, like all leather and stuff. And Carlos Peña is kind of... if you've seen him before in anything, you've seen him play like the funny dude. So that was kind of a departure for him, I guess. But in the end, I really liked it. It's again the Aaron Tveit thing. It's like I feel like he's got more vulnerability than the dude in the movie did, in a way. So I like that. I mean, he seemed more sincere. Like at the end when he and Rizzo get back together again, it's like, well. It really came through for me, and he's adorable. Carlos Peña is adorable, The standout though is the guy who plays Duty, whose name is Jordan Fisher, who I am quite sure that has by now become America's new boyfriend because he was perfect. Okay, I loved him so much. He was so great. His solo song was fantastic, and he was just so adorable with his guitar all the time. It's like, hey, I know 4 chords now. I love him. He was so great. I hope he has a long career ahead of himself. The others were okay, but mostly I really like Duty and I really like Kaneki. They were pretty cool. As far as the pink ladies go, I think my favorite as far as acting goes is probably Keke Palmer as Marty, because she was so great, man. She brought all the attitude, and that was fantastic. She's so great. Carly Rae Jepsen didn't get much to do as Frenchie, I don't think. I mean, she was okay, but she didn't really get any of the emotional parts right. Not right, but they didn't give her much to do, that's all. Her song was okay. Like I said, it was a bit more modern. It didn't feel as 50s to me, so I'm wondering if it's actually a new song or what. But really, let's oh, I love Jan as well. My mom kept forgetting who Jan was, and I'm like, she's there in the movie. You just don't remember her. But she brought it. I like that. This though, this whole thing was the Vanessa Hudgens show, and let's be clear, I know Vanessa Hudgens gets a lot of flack for her acting because, yeah, you're starting High School Musical, and maybe some of the stuff you've done isn't great, and blah blah blah. But she can deliver, man, and especially after knowing when this happened in the wake of a personal tragedy, I think she did amazing. Okay, her solo, that's my favorite song in the entire movie. There are worse things I could do, and she was fantastic. She was incredible in that song. Like, no wonder she got like the biggest applause of the night. She was fantastic, and she might not be made for any role, but I think she was the most perfectly cast as Rizzo. She had all the attitude and the vulnerability at the same time. I thought she did an amazing job. And just, they were so great. I mean, those girls and those boys, the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies, they totally made the movie for me. The show for me. That's basically all there is to it. They brought such a joy and such a feeling of life to the entire thing. I thought it was really, really, really well done. It blows my mind the like how much thought was put into this thing, like the little jokes that they threw in. It's like, who would want to watch amateur people dance? I'm like, yeah, that's maybe if I had to explain it to my mom because she doesn't know who Julianne Hough is, but I'm like, yeah, I'm like, 21 whole inches. Where do you look? I laughed my butt off. It's so I like that they changed certain things, like the Marty thing, because I always thought that Vince Fontaine dude was really smarmy, and I can't understand why Fox changed that. I mean, there's really no point if it was going in nowhere in the end. So, I just really liked it. I loved that they brought in Didi Khan and Barry Pearl from the movie. I recognized Didi Khan straight away, and my mom's like, "Yay, that's Frenchie," and I'm like, "Yeah, Frenchie." I had a lot. I didn't even know Barry Pearl was a T-Bird until I saw him at the end with the jacket, and I was like, "Oh my god, he was in the movie too!" That's totally right. So I thought it was like a really nice surprise. The people they brought in, I really like Jessie J's opening act. I like that they took us behind the scenes. They're not pretending this isn't a production. It is. There's behind the scenes, and they're kind of embracing it, and I kind of love that. And Jessie J is amazing, so I don't mind. Joe Jonas didn't really do much of anything. I mean, I like the song, but it's not. He doesn't have much to sing in that song, honestly. And I really liked Boyz II Men as the Angels. My mom was kind of worried that they were going to leave that one out because we didn't know that Frenchie had her own solo. So my mom was like, "Wait, that's not the song." And I'm like, "No, that's a different song. The one that you like and that you remember from the movie, she doesn't sing that." And she's like, "Well, who's gonna sing? Are they just gonna leave it out?" And I'm really happy that they brought in Boyz II Men because they're amazing. I mean, you can't get better voices than just Boyz II Men. And all in all, I'm really happy with this production. As a fan of Grease, my mom liked it. I saw her like a few minutes ago, just singing and humming the hand jive song under her breath because I know that she liked it. I liked it too. I think I'm definitely going to get it on DVD because it just felt fun. That's the thing. It made me feel fun. And although, yeah, okay, the car chase thing was a kind of a little blah and whatever, I still really liked it. And it surprised me in ways I wasn't expecting to be surprised, So I thought I thought they did a great job. If they can pull off this kind of productions year in and year out, I don't know, maybe begin to like musicals a little bit more. But they did it right, and I'm very, very happy with this. And all I can say is I really enjoyed it, and they did a good job. Good job, Fox. You did well. So yeah, that's about it from me. As usual, be sure to visit our website at thegeekypub.com. You can find reviews for other TV shows, books, games, movies. We have a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to visit, browse around. You'll find something you like, I'm sure of it. And also, if you guys like our reviews, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's where they usually go up first. Sometimes, even before they hit the website, they're on YouTube, so you want to subscribe, and then you'll be notified straight away whenever we upload anything new. And that's all for me. I will see you guys in my next review. Bye.